So, I'm sure like you in a relationship, you communicate with your spouse, your partner, whoever, as the day goes on, right? Maybe at work, text messages, whatever. I kind of try to maybe blow a phone call into my wife once during the show. Then usually when I'm leaving the radio station, I do a phone call to her. And then maybe afterwards if I don't see her before then. Yesterday, around 12:45, I was taking my son Kemp to basketball training. And I check in with my wife. And I call her, and she's at the kitchen table, and she's like paying bills or doing whatever. And I go, okay, well, I'll probably be home around 5, and we're going to go do this. And she's like, I think someone's in the house. I think someone's in the house. Like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? I mean, first of all, there's people in my house all the time, right? They're always working on the house, something.
Yeah.
Upstairs. Someone's upstairs. I just heard it. I heard it again. And I'm like, I go, it's 12:45. It's daytime. First of all, no one gets killed in the daytime by a serial killer. And I'm like, so wait, I go, why don't you leave and see if are there trucks outside, or if no one's there, just get in the car and leave. You're in the kitchen. There's 2 doors. You can bolt out. There it is again. There it is again. And I'm like, oh my God. I look at Kemp like, am I supposed to turn around? But by the time I get back, if there was a killer, she'd be gone. Guy would have got her. You know what I mean? It was about a 20-minute drive if I was going to turn around.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden,
that's an interesting practical approach to murder.
Do you hear it? I'm like, Blake, where's Jake? Because my son Jake, right around when he comes home from work, he's not home yet. I'm like, all right, then just leave. She goes, hold on. Wait a minute. She walks on. Oh, they're just picking up the bulk garbage in the alley. That's what it was.
Oh, no.
I'm like, it's the garbage guy? Somehow the garbage guy's been coming through our house for 14 years. Now you think it's a serial killer that's going to kill you?
She must be reading like some kind of crazy book or something like that.
Well, she is reading a lot of books, but what happened was there was a video that my son Jake found that was so disturbing that I actually showed it to Grant.
Oh.
Grant started. I sent it to you, Kyle. Do you know that video I sent you that we watched back there?
Oh, yeah.
Really dark,
Yeah.
disturbing
Right.
video. And then I told her about it the night before. She was like, why would you tell me this before I go to sleep? But now, the video, which is so dark and disturbing, Grant and I both believe that the video is like a college project. It's not like a real video. You know what I mean? But it was about a couple of murders, and it's like just dark as dark. So I think that's why she thought someone was breaking into the house. Either way, Peyton, what about you? I know we talked about you moving to a new place, your first official place, and you applied for an apartment lease, you put the credit form in, and what happened?
Yes, so I guess the most recent update is we got approved for the apartment, which is really big deal.
Party!
Really big deal.
Right.
I don't know if it's not big enough to have a party. Maybe a couple friends, but
So I thought it was
like
bigger.
how I like to get down.
That was bigger than your other place.
It is.
You get parties there all the time.
But I had an acre of land in the backyard.
No acre of land in this apartment?
No acre of land in this
You got
apartment.
a pool, though, right?
Yeah.
Before you sign the lease, make sure, because I remember when I had an apartment, when I first rented a place, make sure you have square footage.
Oh, yeah. We definitely have. And I'm actually kind of excited about that because when we walked in, it was like really big. And I was like, why is this place so big? And he said because they put on like the livable square footage on their website. And I guess some people include like the patio. I'm like, oh, see, I have no idea what you're talking about. But okay. Square footage, how much is that? So
You might live a little on the patio, right? You might use that.
I guess, maybe.
Pop open the door, hang out.
Maybe
I
not
don't know.
like until November, but sure.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
what's next? When do you move in?
So we are supposed to sign the lease today, but it's still kind of up in the air if we're going to move into my brother's place. I don't know what's
Wait,
going
I
on.
thought
It's
that
like
was totally
stressful.
done.
I don't know. I'm stressed out about it, and I feel like I go back and forth all the time.
Sounds like it.
Kadim's like, we're moving to the apartment. I'm like, I don't know. I'm stressed.
What if your
makes
brother
you-
doesn't approve your credit?
That would be
I'm
bad.
sorry. You just did not.
No, I don't think he would be down for that. I think he wants us to live there, but I don't know. The whole thing's just stressful.
Wait, so your brother wants you to live in his apartment? So he's probably
Well, he has a house.
he has a house. So he's probably going to give you a good deal on rent.
Definitely.
So why wouldn't you just do that?
Because it's like, for us, it's like, this could be like our first real thing, like off doing it on our own. And it's like my brother's house. Like, that's cool. I definitely want to help him in his ways. It's also like, I want to do my thing too.
That makes
You know?
sense.
And it's like, I don't want to hand out from my brother. I don't want to hand out from my mom and dad. I don't want to hand out from my grandma. And that kind of feels in that way.
But you've been doing that
I don't
up
know
until
why.
now.
No, not necessarily.
What do you mean? I thought you said your grandma paid your insurance, your grandma paid this, your
Well,
mom paid
yeah,
that.
they help me with stuff, but it's like a house. Like, that's like I feel like that's just
Well,
different.
he's not giving you the house.
You're still paying
I
rent.
know, but what I'm saying, it's like my brother would be my landlord. I want to do my own thing.
So if that's the case, then that's out.
Yes, but I still am like going back and forth on it, and I don't know if I'll make my decision until I actually sign the lease. It's just a stressful situation for me.
What makes
okay?
you go back and forth? So, like, on one hand, you don't want like the handout, but on the other hand, you maybe would like it, or
Well,
like
I would want to help my brother. I would want to be able to help my little brother. He wants to go and move and do his own thing. So I would want to be able to help him and pay his rent, help him pay his mortgage to pay his house. We would get a good deal. Like, it would work out in that way. Like, logically speaking, it works, and that's a good decision. But, like, for my boyfriend and I, trying to, like, get the ball moving on, like, our life and doing things on our own and kind of, like, I don't know how to necessarily explain it. I'm not saying I want to separate from my family, but I also want us to be able to do our own thing and not have my brother be my landlord.
I'm sure Kadeem feels that way. Like, if he's like, we're moving to the apartment, that's probably his thing. He's like, I don't know if I want to be tied.
If you could
Yeah.
save money, if you could save
It's
money.
just like, because think about it. My brother, he's going to be gone. So who's going to be my landlord, really? My mom. I don't want my mom to be my landlord.
Yeah,
be
boss
interesting. It'll be-
ain't fooling around.
It will be interesting to see where it goes
Yeah.
because it sounds like you're kind of contradicting yourself, but
Absolutely.
at the same time leaning one way.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm stressed, you
All
guys.
right.